Heihachiro Togo was born on January 27, 1848 in the Satsuma domain, present-day Kagoshima Prefecture. The Togo family was a lineage of samurai, who had served the Satsuma domain for generations, and from an early age. He received a strict education as the son of a samurai. He particularly studied swordsmanship and military tactics, and acquired the samurai spirit unique to the Satsuma domain. His father raised his children to devote themselves to the country. Heihachiro was a particularly talented student, and showed his extraordinary talents at an early age. In 1868, the Meiji Restoration occurred, and while the Satsuma domain was active in the new government army, Togo participated in the Boshin War. His experiences here built the foundation for his career as a soldier. And during the Boshin War he fought against the former shogunate forces. As a member of the new government army, learning the harshness of the battlefield at the tender age of 20. In the Satsuma War of 1877, Togo fought as a member of the new government army against the former samurai army of the Satsuma domain led by Saigo Takamori. Togo's role in the Satsuma War was to secure and defend supply lines. He commanded the supply units and was responsible for the important task of delivering necessary supplies to the battlefield. Growth as a naval officer. In Japan, the Meiji government focused on nurturing young talent in order to build a modern navy. As part of this, Togo went to study in England in 1871. In England, he learned the latest naval technology and tactics, which had a major impact on the subsequent development of the Japanese Navy. While studying in England, Togo witnessed the most advanced battleships and tactics of the time and decided to introduce them to Japan. In particular, the organizational system and training methods of the British Navy had a great impact on him, and after returning to Japan, Togo demonstrated his abilities by serving as an instructor at the Naval Academy and commanding various ships. He also focused on educating young officers, contributing to improving the quality of the Japanese Navy. Then in 1894, the Sino-Japanese War broke out. Togo participated as the captain of the cruiser, Naniwa, and contributed to the victory in the Battle of Tsushima. His performance in this war made him a star in the spotlight, and in the Battle of Tsushima in particular. He brilliantly defeated Qing ships, and his tactics and leadership skills were highly praised. The following year, he participated in the Taiwan expedition, contributing to Japan's acquisition of overseas territories. In Taiwan, Togo also demonstrated his calm judgment and leadership skills, putting down a local rebellion. This experience further increased Togo's reputation as a soldier. Togo's most famous achievement is the Russo-Japanese War that took place from 1904 to 1905. In particular, his victory in the Battle of Tsushima made his name known around the world. In this naval battle, which took place on May 27 to 28, 1905, Togo led his flagship Mikasa to intercept the Russian Baltic Fleet. Togo's tactics, known as the T-shaped tactic, involved firing his guns across the Russian fleet's route. With this tactic, Togo nearly destroyed the Russian fleet and established maritime superiority for Japan. This victory was the decisive factor in Japan's victory in the Russo-Japanese War and greatly improved Japan's international status. For his achievements in this battle, Togo was promoted to admiral, and his reputation was firmly established. After the Russo-Japanese War, Togo continued to serve as commander-in-chief of the Japanese Navy. He also devoted himself to training the next generation of naval officers, educating many excellent naval officers. In 1924, Togo was appointed Fleet Admiral, and became a symbol of the Japanese Navy. His teachings and tactics built the foundation of Japan's naval power, and contributed greatly to its subsequent development. Togo was also an exemplary figure in his private life. He treasured his family and was respected by those around him. In his later years, he was revered by the people as the King of the Sea, and gave lectures and wrote books all over the country. His knowledge and experience influenced many people. On May 30, 1934, Heihachiro Togo passed away at the age of 85. His death sent shockwaves throughout Japan, and many people mourned his passing. Togo's legacy extended beyond his tactics and instruction to his humanity and leadership. His name is still spoken of in the history of the Japanese Navy, and his spirit is passed down to many people. Heihachiro Togo's legacy and influence. Heihachiro Togo's life was deeply involved in the modernization of Japan and the development of its naval power. His tactics and strategies influenced many naval officers, and his teachings were put to good use in the later Pacific War. Togo's leadership and humanity also had a great influence on his successors, and he occupies an important place in Japanese military history. His name is recognized not only as a legendary figure in the Japanese Navy, but also as an important figure in Japan's modern history. Heihachiro Togo's life is the story of a soldier who maintained his composure and determination even in difficult times, and his teachings and spirit are still revered by many people today.